Hey everybody, it's your friend Juliet here, and I'm so glad you're joining me today. We all have things we struggle with, habits we wish we could break free from. The good news is, with God's help, there is hope for a better, more joyful life. The Bible tells us in Galatians 5 verse 1, it is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Today we're going to talk about finding hope and overcoming those old habits with God's guidance. Are you ready to discover the hope and potential within you? Let's get started. Friends, the first step towards overcoming any challenge is acknowledging its presence in our lives. We can't expect to change what we don't first admit needs changing. It takes courage to look in the mirror and honestly assess areas where we need to grow. The Bible tells us in Proverbs 28, verse 13, whoever conceals their sins does not prosper, but the one who confesses and renounces them finds mercy. Don't hide from your bad habits. Bring them into the light, confess them to God, and ask for His forgiveness. Remember, you are not defined by your imperfections. We all make mistakes. We all fall short. But it's in acknowledging our weaknesses that we find the strength to overcome them. So be honest with yourself, be honest with God, and know that this is the first step towards a brighter, more fulfilling future. You are not alone on this journey. Now that we've acknowledged the habit, it's time to understand what triggers it. What are the situations, emotions, or even people that lead you down that path you're trying to avoid? Is it stress, boredom, loneliness? Pinpointing these triggers is crucial because it gives you the power to make conscious choices. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians 10, verse 13, no temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind, and God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. But when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so that you can endure it. You see, God knows your limits, He knows your weaknesses, and He's promised to provide a way out. Once you recognize those patterns, you can start developing strategies to navigate them. Whatever it is, remember, knowledge is power. Let's face it, simply trying to stop a bad habit, cold turkey, can be tough. That's why it's so important to replace that bad habit with a positive, healthy one. Think of it like this. You're clearing out the weeds in your garden and planting beautiful flowers in their place. Ephesians 4, verses 22 to 24 tells us, you were taught with regard to your former way of life to put off your old self, which is being corrupted by its deceitful desires, to be made new in the attitude of your minds, and to put on the new self, created to be like God in true righteousness and holiness. So, what positive habit can you embrace that will crowd out the negative one? Instead of reaching for that extra slice of cake, go for a walk. Instead of scrolling through social media, pick up a good book. You are creating a new you, day by day. Friends, you don't have to do this alone. In fact, trying to overcome bad habits in isolation can make the journey so much harder. God created us for connection, for community, for support. Ecclesiastes 4:9-10 reminds us, two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. Surround yourself with people who will uplift you, encourage you, and hold you accountable. Talk to your spouse, a trusted friend, a family member, or join a support group. Share your struggles, your victories, and your journey. Open your heart to others and let them be a source of strength and encouragement on your path to freedom. Let me tell you, overcoming bad habits is a journey, not a destination. There will be good days and bad days, moments of victory and moments of defeat. But the key, my friends, is to stay persistent. Galatians 6:9 encourages us, let us not become weary in doing good, for the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Don't be discouraged by setbacks. Remember, every day is a new opportunity to start fresh, to make progress, to move closer to the person God created you to be. Your breakthrough is coming. Finally, friends, never underestimate the power of prayer. When you feel overwhelmed, when you feel weak, when you feel like giving up, turn to God. He is your source of strength, your ever-present help in times of need. Philippians 4:13 tells us, I can do all this through him who gives me strength. God is right there with you, ready to empower you, to give you the strength to overcome any obstacle. Talk to him. Share your heart, your fears, your hopes. He hears you, he loves you, and he's ready to help you walk in freedom and victory. Friends, I believe in you. I believe in your ability to change, to grow, to overcome any obstacle that stands in your way. It's time to shed those old habits and embrace the amazing future God has in store for you. As we read in Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Walk in that promise today.